the man, the current XGW member. What's next for him?
Deciding if I'm gonna come back in 16 or not. I'm gonna finish up my feud with Raven as Kane at Affliction. I'm gonna take a couple months off. Then decide if I'm gonna come back or not. Probably the first person I will let know is probably will be Animals or Ice. Shit. I don't know. HGW was kind of like my escape from my job, from my girlfriend, our hobby and all that. But then, like a lot of us say, when the thing that you love the most becomes a pain in your ass and adds more stress to you than shit in real life, it comes to a point in time decision where you have to decide, is this shit really worth it? Logan used to tell me, "Oh, my time in the asylum is up." Oh no, I don't want to be an admin anymore. No, I'll consult from the side. It comes to a point where I probably will eventually retire, and that's what I'm thinking about now. Is that time now? So that's what really was next for me at the current time. Oh, I'm going to Battleground.
Oh, you're going to Battleground. When's Battleground?
July 19th, I believe.
Ooh, that's the day before my birthday. Someone's gonna have fun.
Indeed.
Good luck with that food pricing, though. Goodness.
Oh, yeah, I already know. When I went to Raw Monday in Chicago, I wound up paying $15.50 for a slice of pizza and a souvenir cup. So
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I feel you, because I think a few days ago I actually went to go see Kevin Hart, and that stuff was expensive. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna buy shit from the arena. You know what? I'm just gonna go to my local CVS, and I'm just gonna buy a soda there. Because there's no way in hell that I'm gonna spend fucking $15 for a drink. No. Not happening. I'm a cheap ass. I'll admit that. I'll admit that till the bitter end.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness. Alright. Now I have to ask this question, because it's really been bothering me for quite some time now. But Randy Orton, that sly dog, getting into the pants of Alicia Fox. My goodness. Tell us the story behind that. I have to know. Randy, those baby mamas, getting in the pants of those divas.
I think it was a point in time where I was like really bored. And I'm like, okay, my thing is always kind of sort of shock value. One of the biggest debates between me and Logan is kayfabe. I can't do kayfabe. No. You have to color us inside the lines, WWE. I tried that whole IED angle with Orton like WWE did, and it got boring for me. So I've always tried to figure out a way to reinvent him. Now, I didn't go the writing route where I kicked out 3 or 4 gimmicks a month because I wasn't getting the response that I wanted. It was one of those things where I'd done a lot of shit with Orton, and I didn't want to run for the title, but yet I still wanted to do something funny with him. I kind of wanted to turn him into a comedian, but at the same time, I still wanted people to still fear his ass. So I got to thinking, like, fuck, what could I do with Orton that would stand out? That's not the usual, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. What would be something different? And I remember a little bit of Dude Love, a little bit of The Godfather, and I was like, well, fuck. I've already done the thing with chicken wings. Fuck, hey, let's make Orton a baby daddy. Let's just say Orton likes the dark meat.
Oh my God.
It started off slow. And then it started off with Melina.
Oh my God.
I think Melina was the first one.
Jesus.
And then it went from Melina to Alicia. No, Trish Stratus and Alicia. Alicia was the last one. So originally, his getting in Divas pants gimmick started with Melina.
Jesus Christ.
And it kind of came back to bite him in the ass because now he has 2 kids. One by Melina, which recently got exposed by Dean Ambrose.
Oh my God.
And Randy Jr. that he has with Alicia Fox.
Okay.
So it became an interesting angle because no one else had explored that. No one had really took time to explore the depths of a superstar and a diva on the road. But we see it in real life in WWE with John Cena and Nikki Bella, and it's like, how would that shit figure out in XGW? There are no limits. We can do whatever we want most of the time.
Most of the time, nigga. Most of the time.
Right, most of the time. And I'm like, well, Melina is my diva. Trish is my diva. Alicia has been my diva. Fuck. It's easy as hell because I have control of both. Let's fuck with it and see what happens. And it kind of experimented and turned into this big whole snowball effect. But, yeah, it was just something to fucking do. To see, test the waters, like to add character depth to my character.
I mean, that's wild. That's really wild. My goodness. Randy. Now, if you had gotten Sasha Banks, please tell me she would not have been a baby mama. I swear.
No.
Please.
That baby mama gimmick, that's pretty much stopping at Melina and Alicia. I don't think there's too much shit that has happened to Trish. The best Trish will probably be his girlfriend, on again, off again lover.
Okay.
I think the last kid Randy will probably have is with Alicia Fox. So if I ever picked up another diva, no, she would not be.
Thank you. I really
pretty much closed off.
I really appreciate that. As Diva GM, it's kind of my job to make sure such things don't happen again to my divas. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I can't promise that he won't poop in the diva shower room.
Man, I better not see no Randy or peeking in those diva showers. No.
Hey, Shawn Michaels and Randy Orton are notorious for that shit in NGW.
Yeah, poking a hole in the wall, I bet. My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulda known.
They're notorious for that when they're not fighting each other.
Alrighty then. Now, do you feel at times the rules and regulations of this league hurt the members? And I'll give you an example right here, right now. It was less than a month or two ago. It was a fatal 4-way match for the XGW Championship. It was Corey Graves versus Dean Ambrose versus CM Punk versus Edge for the XGW Championship. Now, Corey Graves had won the match, but there was a slight rule violation due to the fact that he did not hit a finisher and pinned off it. And that rule kind of cost him his opportunity at the World Championship. I mean, because I feel bad for Corey Graves. Corey Graves, he doesn't have like a standing up finisher. He has to lock in Lucky 13. And the lock in Lucky 13, you would have to get your opponent down to the ground. But you can't like pin him like afterwards because the guy just gets up. So, do you feel at times that the rules and regulations of this league hurt the members?
It depends on the situation. If we have never encountered the situation for said rule, then we really can't say it hurts them because we didn't think anything like that. So if you aren't prepared for it, you really can't say it hurt them. But the justifiable and the right thing to do, which was done, was you make up a rule on the fly. That way everybody in it agrees to it, and which was done. And then all 4, out of fairness, was given a second match the very next week. Some people are like, oh, it's not what you know this before you go in. No one's thinking like that. You got 4 people hyped. Hey, the title's on the line. You're not thinking straight. So it's unfucking fortunate. Like the rules probably will be updated. The rules have probably just been in effect for so damn long for certain shit that you don't really think about those kind of things because it's like, well, the most thing you'll think with Corey Graves is, hey, he hit that chop block. You pinned on it, someone kicked out. Okay, now next case scenario, if he gets that lucky 13 in, someone's tapping. You would never think someone like that is going to get off a fucking roll up. So that was one of those curveballs that we really didn't expect. And if we did expect it, it wasn't even big enough of a problem to even take the time to make up a rule for it until that situation happened. So each situation varies. You can use that as an example, and then you can use another one as a fucking example that it might differ. But for the most part, I would have to say, depending on the situation, the rules actually kind of help. Because if we didn't have any rules, because there was a time, and a lot of people don't know, but there was a time we could pin off anything.
Jesus.
And I remember in NGW, Popo was Batista, and I was Orton. And I did a fucking ultimate control move. I think it was a shoulder breaker. Jesus. And I pinned him off that.
Oh my god.
And won. So it's like, you think about it. Back then, when you can pin off anything and fucking lose, he hit me off a running bulldog. He hit me off a clothesline.
Yeah.
He hit me off a knee drop.
I'm not gonna lie.
What the fuck? Versus now where it's like you can only pin off a signature or a finisher. Now, does that hurt the members that the rules are set up like that? Or would you prefer complete chaos where someone can pin you off a fucking clothesline? Mm-hmm. Someone can pin you off a fucking suplex from the top rope. Which would you prefer? Which would you think will cause more bullshit? Or do you need some kind of control with the rules?
True.
It all depends on how you look at it.
True. But there are some fly dogs like Y2K who will use the rules to his advantage, use them, hide behind them, to get away with just about playing near everything and anything.
Which sucks ass. Because then you really have to make the rules loophole proof. Or do you become an ass and it's like, okay, prime example. I question the competency of some members.
All right.
Mainly Flood.
Okay.
Because I don't understand, like, that whole thing with him and Y2K in the Divas match. It's like Y2K outsmarted him every single time because I don't get how you get your ass whooped the first time. Oh, he did this every single time. And it's like, okay, all I need is one more time to beat him. Okay, Flood, we'll give you a no DQ match against him. I can beat him. How is it that you give me that damn baseball bat? Okay, well, it's going to be no DQ, Flood. Go ahead, whoop his ass. The same result happened. Y2K outsmarted him and whooped his ass. And this shit went on over and over and over. And it's like, how do you not learn said lesson? If you know he's going to do this, why fall for it? Why counteract it? Wow, like, what is your malfunction? Don't you get, every single time he does it, well, you know what's going to happen and you still fall for it. I question your intelligence. I question a lot of members' fucking intelligence and logic and theory. That was another reason why I had to take a fucking break, because, like, some of these guys just don't fucking get it. Horrible. So you think, do the rules help or hinder? Would it be easier not to have any fucking rules so people can pin off anything? Or would it be easier to say, you only pin off signatures or finishers?
Yeah, that's true. And then, there is the point where there could be too many rules. And it's like, damn, there's a lot of rules.
Yeah.
I mean...
And that's something that has been discussed numerous of times about maybe we have too many rules. Maybe we should just eliminate a whole lot. One of the rules that was discussed about possibly taken away is that you can't attack my character rule because there are so many pussies for some members that are pussy and Oh, you can't hit my character. You can't. No, you can't attack. You don't have my permission to attack my character. And they hide behind that rule, and we miss out on a lot of good potential fantasy feuds because, they're quick to throw that up like a stop sign. No, 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 you didn't ask my permission. You can't bury me. But they want to bury other people to make their guy look strong. So that was one particular rule we were thinking about tossing out at one particular time just to see. Because there's a dry lacking of feuds in this particular league.
True, true, true. There was also a discussion of match scheduling possibly being removed altogether and replaced with just Sims, I believe.
Possible. I'm not sure what they're gonna do about that. Like I said, for the time being, I'm retired, so all that shit is no concern of mine.
Okay. So as of right now, we have currently 2 shows on XGW. We have Warzone, which is on Monday nights, and then we have Saturday Night Adrenaline, which is on Saturdays. As of right now, which show do you think is winning the brand war?
Honestly, I gotta go with Adrenaline.
Adrenaline.
Because Adrenaline does not have, and I'm saying this from the member perspective and the wrestler perspective.
Okay.
Or I should say character.
Okay.
Because Adrenaline doesn't have the bitches or the few bitches that Warzone have. Warzone has a few bitches in there, while Adrenaline seems to be more collective. There isn't any infighting on the Adrenaline roster. Like, you got Kofi Kingston was holding it down. Stone Cold was holding it fucking down. Everybody on Adrenaline was like, hey, we're going to take it to the Warzone ass and kick their ass. While you got a few bitches on Warzone, I'm not going to fight. The title shouldn't be around those two. It should be around me. And so you got more cat fighting on Warzone opposed to the whole, fucking thing. Like, Adrenaline is coming onto the show whooping ass. You see what happened to fucking poor little Batista and Sheamus.
Jesus.
Going Booker T and JBL.
They never gave that poor man Sheamus a chance. Never.
Yeah, so I've got to say, man, there are more people on Warzone saying, hey, I'm not going to fight unless I get something. While Adrenaline as a whole is like, hey, we may have our differences. Hey, let's put that shit aside, kick their ass and prove why we're the better roster, we're the better show. So I have to say Adrenaline is kind of winning.
That's interesting. Alrighty then. What I have to ask next, let me see. I have to ask this question. Why is Seth Rollins not in the World Heavyweight Championship division? He is a former AAA champion, former multiple-time tag team champion. He is a former Intercontinental champion and a former United States champion. This man has the total package, basically. Why is he not in the World Heavyweight Championship division as of right now?
Okay, that goes to my signature. Don't ask questions if you're not ready for the answer. Don't make judgments about things you don't understand. I'll be brutally honest, I'm not going to pull punches on this one.
Alright.
If Dashin is butthurt when this is over, I'm sure Rail or somebody will buy ass cream to his fragile ego. Let's look at one of the terms us admins call the dashing.
Oh my god.
Dashing is the first person in XGW history to have 3 major title shots on one pay-per-view. Now, this is when he was in Del Rio. 3 title shots on one pay-per-view card and lost all 3 of them.
Jesus Christ.
No one has ever done the turkey, or as we call it, the dashing before. And no one probably ever will lose that bad. And as far as this whole magical, when I was Del Rio, I was a champ forever, and everybody, you guys had to put me in a 4-way to get the belt off me. That title reign he's talking about, if you go and look at it, it only lasted from June 3rd, 2013 to July 28th, 2013. And even back then, the belts weren't being defended like they were supposed to, which was supposed to be twice a month. So this whole magical concept of he was champ forever, like he said in the chat with us, was bullshit. And you can go look on that and see. But that's his run as Del Rio. As far as his run with Seth Rollins, he did an exceptional job story-wise. But as far as him being in the World Division, let's take a real quick look. He ended 14 strong. He took the U.S. belt off Brodus Clay, it was?
Yes, it was Brodus Clay.
Okay. I don't know if what was it, in September, like your Broken Sunday, he did that?
I believe that was actually Extreme Showdown, the last pay-per-view of the year. He took the belt off him.
Okay, Extreme Showdown, that's October. So, 2K15 came out later than usual, so we didn't have a November pay-per-view, which would be viewer's choice.
Yes, it came out in November.
So he's walking out of 14 going strong because he has 2 belts on him. He has the tag team titles on him, and he has the U.S. belt on him. Now, at the particular time, we were still doing one show. So you have the World Heavyweight title, then the IC, then the US, then the X Factor. Tag belts fall somewhere before X Factor and in between US. So he's going out of 2K14 strong. He's got 2 belts around his waist. The sign up for Battle Bowl. Now, side note, this is also a trick to help you get out of the X Factor division real quick. If you make it to the final 4 of Battle Bowl, and your character say someone fresh with no history, because you made it to the final 4, that automatically kicks you out the X Factor because you went through God knows how many other fucking people to make it to the final 4. And making it to the final 4 is big as fuck. So if someone picked Kevin Owens in 16, and Kevin Owens was starting the X Factor division, but they made it to the final 4, that even if they didn't win Battle Bowl, by default, they would start off in the U.S. division because they made it that far in Battle Bowl. Just for a quick tip of anybody who picks up anybody fresh in 16.
Jesus.
But back to Dashing and the Seth Rollins role. So the first pay-per-view is December.
All right.
Apocalypse.
Okay.
He signed up for Battle Bowl. So December, I think he had his first U.S. title defense against Adrian Neville.
Mm-hmm. You're correct.
And he won.
Yep.
So that's that match. He's cool. He's got his first title defense. He's still looking good. He also won his Battle Bowl match. And everybody knows pay-per-views hold more weight than a regular Warzone. Yep. So, mind you, he's already at the top of his game walking into 15. 2 belts. You're making your first defense, knock it out the park. You killing it in Battle Bowl. So you moving, shaking from November, December. Kid's unstoppable. His fucking storyline with Men of God, great. A lot of people are like, you don't get it, it's boring, but he's still doing great. He killed the second title defense somewhere along the line versus Goldust.
Yep.
Kid's on fire. Keeping it going. Keeping it going. His battle bowl points. Flying to the top, knocking it out, killing it. So in my mindset, the way I'm configuring things, we get all the way to the card before Battle Bowl.
Oh my God.
So my mindset is we have the Final Four. The Final Four is Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Triple H, and the other at the time member of Men in God, Dean Ambrose. So when we start drilling down to the point of when we get to sniffing who the Final Four is and we start rolling dice and the admins are talking, in my mind said Seth Rollins doesn't need to go to the IC division. In fact, he's standing at the World Division. So by the time he gets, I'm watching his Battle Bowl points. I watch his first title defense against Easy A. He knocks that out. I watch his Battle Bowl points again. He gets to the second title defense against Goldust. By then, I look at the Battle Bowl points again, and we've got maybe 2 weeks before Battle Bowl.
Yep.
I'm scribbling notes and saying, okay, it's official. Dashing skips the IC division. He can walk around the World Heavyweight division. He's in the house.
All right.
He can walk around, kick his feet up, grab a beer. When it's official that he not only made it to the Final Four, but he was the one with the most points.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you don't get basic cable. You get the full package, son. Kick your feet up. Guess what? You're going to be here a while. You officially made it to the fucking World Division. You got 2 belts on your fucking waist. You defended the fucking U.S. 2 times successfully. And now you're in the Final Four Battle Bowl, and you could possibly fucking win and go to center stage. So therefore, there's no even fucking need for you to be in the IC division. Mind you, we're still on one show. The belt tiers, World, IC, US, Tag, X Factor. True enough, they aren't really any tag teams, but he still got that belt around his waist. So now we get to the card before Battle Bowl. He's technically there. He's in the house. He's checking out his room. He's unpacking his shit. He's made it to the World Division. He's got his own room. He's walking around getting intercontinental breakfasts and shit. Then Battle Bowl comes.
My God.
The first loss. He loses the U.S. title to Corey Graves. Okay. Still not bad, because he still has the tag belt. He still made it to the Final Four. So that's strike 1. But he still has a saving grace. He's in the Final Four. It's like, hey, hold on. Stop putting your clothes in and just hold on a minute. And then when you get to Battle Bowl, the main event, I can't remember who got eliminated first between Punk and Triple H.
It was Triple H.
Come down. Okay, so Triple H got eliminated, Punk got eliminated, and now you come down to the Men of God. It's like, ooh, what happens? Dashing succumbs to Dean Ambrose. Now, let Dashing tell it. I put him over. I put Corey Graves over. He didn't beat me. I let him win. Sorry, that right there is not going to hold up to a bunch of old school guys. And they're going to look at that as you're being a bitch and can't be a man and take your fucking loss. True enough, the match was awesome. Corey Graves kicked out a fucking curb stomp on the ladder. Fucking awesome. Highlight of the fucking pay-per-view. And he beat him, which skyrocketed fucking Corey Graves. So it's like, wow, he took it off Dashing. Now let Dashing tell it, I dropped the belt to Iron Man. I should have been messaging saying, hey, I'm going to give you the belt and give you a push and put you over since no one can beat me. But that's not going to be on the XGW title history. Oh, Corey Graves beats Seth Rollins for the U.S. belt. Asterisk side note, only because Dashing wanted to put Corey Graves over because he liked him, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't mean shit to any member or any admin, so he can say all day, I didn't put him over. If you want to put